Okay, so for the next part of the video series on Book Creator, we are going to take a look at libraries. As I mentioned before, you are entitled under the free login to two libraries. You've got one here on the left, which is your private library, which you can create up to 40 books. And then here on your right, you've got another library, which is a public library. And again, you can create up to 40 books. When you first create an account in Book Creator, those two libraries will appear. The one on the right here is the one that you were asked about when you first started to sign in. And they will both be empty bookshelves until you start creating some books. You've also got an option down here which allows you to share a library with somebody else, or with somebody shared one of their libraries with you. Okay, so we'll start off with the private library. So if I just enter here, you will see that the library is empty, the bookshelf is empty. And up here you'll be given the option to create a new book in an almost identical way to the way you create books when you're using the iPad. I'm not going to go into creating books just at this moment. I'm just going to continue with the libraries. So you can create your books here, and all these books that are in your private library you can share, publish, print, download, just as you would if you were working on the iPad, if you're familiar with the iPad's version of Book Creator. If I just go back and press these three little lines here, and then the same thing really, if you come here into your public library, then it is a slightly different layout. You've still got the option up here to create a new book, but you'll notice at the top there is the option also to create an invite code, which then gives you the option to then invite other people by sharing your code to your library, and then you would have a collaborative experience where they could add books to the library that you've shared, and you could add books to the library that has been shared. As the librarian and the owner of the library, you have full control of this library, and there are some settings up here on this cog that will allow you to alter the library and what is viewable according to the people that you want to share with. So for example, if you were sharing with colleagues, you would probably want all the settings here to be on, whereas if you were sharing this library with some students, you may want to look at turning some of these settings off. Again, you get to use your 40 book allowance, but if you've shared that library with somebody else, they can then quite quickly, if they wanted to, use up that allowance. Okay, they don't get an extra allowance because they're a guest on your library. It is just one 40 book allowance.